In this video, we're going to clear the summit with Cyber Pop Zoe. At the beginning of every round, she gives you random loot, but you also get to start off with the Pandora's Items Gold Augment. That augment allows you to roll the items on your bench each round so that you can try to get the perfect items for your champions. It looks like we're starting this game off with a free Samira, which isn't bad. I did want to go with the crew this game because I do really enjoy playing with the crew since the champions are like guaranteed to be 3-star. It's just a fun comp for me. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Spear Shojin on the Samira since we can use that for Sivir later. And even if we couldn't, we do start off with the Pandora's items too with Cyber Pop Zoe, so we can always reroll into anything that we need. This is a pretty tough one to pick between because both of the enemy's buffs aren't really that bad, but they're annoying. We can either go with Hellion and Foretold, where I won't be able to choose my future augments, but since we already have Pandora's items too, I'm not too worried about the other augments that we could end up with, since we're going to have the ability to reroll into perfect items. It could be annoying if they pick the significantly harder Celestial challenges, but that's okay. And then with Yone, we are going to end up missing one of our shop slots the whole time, and our board is going to be slightly restricted because of the void eggs that he's going to place on the field. I think just so that we can choose the augments, I'm going to end up going against Yone, so let's see how this game goes. The Shimmer Scale Essence is going to be really good for us. Because we have Pandora's items too, we can reroll the 2 free artifacts into ones that are going to be significantly better. And that's what I'm talking about. We just got a Flickerblade, which is probably one of the best in slot items for our Ziggs carry that we're going to have later since we're going the crew. For now, I'll go ahead and drop that on Samira. I'm going to move her to the back line and readjust my team a little bit and see if we can clear the round. The Isekai antagonist is going to make this a much harder game, but I think I would prefer to go with that over resistance because we can position our units to target the Echo. Since we have a lot of gold, I'm going to go ahead and roll and see if we can hit our Malphite and our Sivir at 3-star. The virtue of the Martyr that we picked up is going to be really helpful because I could put it on someone like Janna in the backline, and she's going to make sure that our tanks just constantly heal for 7% of their max health. It should keep them alive for longer so that we could take them out before they die to the Echo. Since we already have 2 units with 3 items on them, Tesla Coil is probably going to be our best bet because it's going to help us deal a significant amount of bonus damage through the entire enemy team. But I'm going to go ahead and roll these other 2 augments and see what we can do. Yeah, we're definitely going to go with Tesla Coil here. I'm also going to reposition my team because the Echo ran straight for the backline last round, and I really want to try to avoid that. Since we have 4 Ziggs on the bench, I can go ahead and use these 2 lesser champion duplicators to 3-star him. It's kind of surprising that we hit a 3-star Ziggs before we hit 3-star Shen or 3-star Malphite, but I'll take it. I mean, he's our main carry for this build, so it's pretty awesome to hit that early. I think we're going to go ahead and go with the Tankzilla power-up. We have been clearing the enemy front line pretty quickly, so I'm not too worried about the enemies getting the stun off, and that's going to be a lot better than the enemy team having anti-heal and additional magic resistance. I think we're going to go ahead and drop triple artifact items on the Ziggs. The Gambler's Blade is really nice because it's going to give him a bonus 65% attack speed to start the round. The Static Shiv is going to help him deal extra magic damage through the entire enemy team. And the Flickerblade is going to make sure that he just keeps gaining attack speed and attack damage and ability power throughout the round. With all of our champions at 3 stars, we're looking incredibly strong right now. I'm going to go ahead and drop in a Rel, just so that we get the Bastion buff on Rel and the Shen. We are trying to build a Strategist emblem for probably the Sivir, and we'll take off one of the items from her and replace it with the Strategist emblem. That way we can get 5 Strategists this game after we get a Ryze and a Jarvan on the board. I'm going to go ahead and level up to probably level 8. That way we have a much better chance at hitting our 4-cost champs. And let's just keep chugging along. Personally, I don't think there's that much of a difference between Minion Pinata and the scary backline upgrade. While he does have 4 backline champs, I don't think that the extra damage and attack speed is going to make that much of a difference, but the 4 temporary items are also, they come into the round much later since the enemy champions don't start with them, so maybe we just go to that to make sure that we clear this easily. I think since we don't have the Jarvan yet, I'm going to go ahead and frontline the Ryze. He is going to gain a massive shield from the 4 Strategist buff, and I went ahead and slammed the Strategist emblem on the Braum instead, because I think it'd be a little bit more useful to have it on him. That way our front line gains some bonus armor, instead of the back line gaining attack speed. We really just need to keep our front line alive, because our Ziggs and Sivir are really, really strong and doing massive amounts of damage each round. We're on the final wave. I think I'm going to attempt it before I reroll down, and we'll see how it goes. I am going to drop a 3rd item on our Ryze since he's frontlining. It should help him tank a little bit longer since it's an adaptive helm, and it's also going to help our Tesla coil pop off even more, because now we have, I think, 7 out of our 8 champions on the board with 3 items. Or 6, excuse me. The Janna does not have 3 items. I'm not sure if Tesla Coil fires off from the Shadow Clone that we have from Ziggs, but I would be surprised if it didn't. We almost had it there. I think with some better positioning so that our backline isn't getting sniped by the enemy setup, we could win the round, but I'm going to go ahead and reroll and see if we can get that Jarvan 4 in, so that we don't have this Nico randomly on the field. The 5 Strategist buff is definitely going to be enough for us to win, so let's try to get it. with the 2-star Jarvan and the 2-star Ryze on the field, I think we should be fine. I was going to try to look for the 2-star Braum, but I don't think we're going to get lucky and hit it. I did skip over 2 TFs that we could have had, but I don't think we really need the extra damage. I think having the Braum in the front line is going to be a lot more useful for us. Let's go ahead and win it. Yeah, you could see that extra damage really helped the Ziggs shine. Both him and the Sivir both did over 11,000 damage there, which is pretty crazy. Thank you guys for watching the video. That's how you clear the summit with Cyber Pop Zoe. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you could please like, comment, and subscribe, that would help me out a lot.